Welcome, everyone. I'm going to be honest with you. Tonight's been rough. I was not about to go and do an oracle reading for the shadow work, but I'm like, you know what? If anything, I need to hear these words. So I have a feeling a lot of you out there are going through it, either this week or even tonight. You're feeling a heavy weight of emotion, and we're here. So why don't we do an oracle reading? And I actually had two cards come out. So, um, let's take a look at it and see what they say. The oracle that we're going to be reading tonight is the White Light Oracle, which is this one right here. It's one of the newer ones, one of my favorites. And the first card that came out was the Lionsgate card, and we've had this one before. But it is worth the read because tonight has been heavy. I don't know why. I've been really going through it. So this is the oracle, and it's called Ishtar, Lion Gate 888, and we just went through the Lion Gate, so this is pretty appropriate for where we're at right now. And we're going to go ahead and take a read of that. And do stick around and enjoy, and let me know. Hit the like button along the way if you're enjoying the read. And again, this might be just words that you need to hear. Maybe you're just going through it right now emotionally, and this is a timeless message. It doesn't have to be watched when this is posted. So yeah, let's take a listen. Your heart has been heightened Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realm of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are heading your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. When I lit the Sabbath candles tonight, I asked Heavenly Father to help me through this difficult period that I'm having emotionally, and to help turn this negative into a positive. And when these cards came out, I was like, this is the message, right? If we ask, we receive. So we have to read the message and see what it is that we need to hear. So, all right, here we go. Ishtar is the queen of the night, a dark goddess of loss, letting go, but also a princess of light, who holds the key to renewal from suffering. She is relentless in her pursuit for the path of true inner freedom. That inner freedom to achieve that absolute peace within yourself, where that validation comes authentically from within. It's not something that's manufactured or chased after by finding it in somebody else or something else in your life, that you find it genuinely within yourself, that inner peace, that inner freedom. It's a beautiful thing, right? She willingly surrenders her attachment and her identities, even separating herself temporarily from her loved ones. Yeah, that's hard, right? It's hard when you love someone deeply and you care about them, but you have to pull yourself away, because it's not only for the good of you, but also for the good of that other person. I'm sure many of you have found yourselves in that situation not only once in your life, but multiple times in your life. With such boldness and confidence that she crosses into realms where others dare not to. She experiences vulnerability, and in that state discovers deep truth. Ishtar is the capacity of the soul to integrate our experiences. After reaching the greatest depths of suffering, she emerges and reinstates upon her rightful throne with even greater wisdom, spiritual power, and compassion. It is true, when you pull yourself away, even in a situation where you love someone dearly, you know that they have their own life lessons that they have to learn, and you have to pull your energy away to give them that space to be able to do that. It's not an easy thing to do. Sometimes parents find it with their children, or maybe it's somebody who's close to you, a family member, a friend, a loved one, whoever it is. Pulling your energy away, it's not the easiest things to do. In reading, she is the guardian and symbol of resurrection. You shall rise again. Even as difficult as times are, know that you will rise again. Each and every time you go through those challenging periods, you will rise again. Always remember that. Those who have felt as though their identity or any other marker of security has been torn away from them are her children. They will find their way back to peace and prosperity under her auspice. If you have been suffering, this oracle indicates an end of the struggle is imminent. The end always comes for that struggle. Peace and freedom arrive. You shall be restored and so much more than you have lost. You know, each time you overcome these types of challenges, that things do get better, but it's hard to see it when you're in the thick of it. It is very difficult. No doubt it is a challenge when you're involved in it and you're in the thick of it. It's hard to see the light. It's hard to see the positive things coming out of it. And oftentimes people will keep themselves off, artificially busy, right? To avoid having to deal with the pain that causes to pull yourself away from those people that you love, that you had to pull yourself away from. But it is a necessary thing that must be done. Ishtar is depicted in the Queen of Night relief that dates back over 4,000 years from ancient Babylon, which was located in the land of present day southern Iraq. She is a bird woman priestess with talons and wings, followed by owls and lions. She holds sacred tools. A rod and ring in her hand, is bejeweled and naked, symbolizing her power and freedom. Her symbols are Gate, the 8-point star, and the lion. She is considered the goddess of the planet Venus, but the star Sirius is also sacred to her. It rises each year, marks her ascent from the dark realms, which ensures prosperity and good fortune for the year ahead. Her jewels and tools represent her great power and effortlessness. The stars represent her higher consciousness and loving wisdom and are a sign of great blessings for your life, indicating prosperity, peace, healing, and love. The lion's gate falls when the sun is in Leo. Leo is a sign of the lion, the astrology ruler of the heart and the animal totem sacred of Ishtar. The rising of Cyrus took place on the 26th of July in ancient Egypt, which marks the beginning of the Egyptian New Year. In modern times, the different latitudes, the dates for the rising of Cyrus varies considerably. Nonetheless, the 8th day of the 8th month is considered especially potent, and when combined with the 8-point star of Ishtar, the numerical frequency of the spiritual portal or doorway that opens the 8th of August becomes 888. The 888 frequency will stimulate your soul in a unique way. It facilitates a deepening intimacy between the spiritual world and the earth plane, an amplification of light and an outpouring of positive blessings for humanity. It is believed that many, if not all, cosmic avatars who come to earth as advanced spiritual guides hail from Sirius and make their blessings increasingly available to humanity during this opening between the worlds. This oracle brings you a message of breakthrough and healing, of a significant lightening up of your life and the end of a deeply challenging cycle in your life. If you are going through and if you're here, you're going through a deep cycle. I mean, you're pulled in. This just doesn't find you because of some algorithm. It finds you because you're going through something. It's going to lighten up these challenges in your life. It is going to lighten it up. There is a special divine dispensation by the Oracle of Ishtar, Lion Gate 888, where hope has been difficult to find, or all seems lost. The light shall return, and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. And here's the healing process. Connect to your breath flowing in and out, helping you come fully into the present moment. When you are ready, say the following prayer aloud. May the enlightened heart that truly loves humanity bring forth compassion, mercy, grace, and protection needed so all beings gain spiritual benefit, freedom, truth, and peace. That's beautiful, isn't it? See, sense, intend, or feel a radiant star rising above the horizon, bringing with it the beginning of a new dawn. It is a white, powerful sun emanating rainbow color rays of hope, wisdom, peace, abundance, and love. You become aware of the second brilliant white light or sun following rise above the horizon. Two massive radiant white spiral of spiritual suns emanate all colors and blessings on their rays. Both are visible on the horizon. There is a sense that something very special is happening, or unusually powerful and unconditionally positive portal of healing is opening up for all hearts. Let yourself rest in the dual light of the suns as they soak into your soul. You can imagine you carry the light of these two suns in your heart always, and that through your heart and all willing and capable hearts, the light of the suns will shine continuously on the inner dimensions for the spiritual benefit of all beings. You may like to rest a hand on your heart to ground this acknowledgement, capacity, and vision. Bring yourself back to here and now with some physical movement and plenty of hydration. You have completed the healing process. So that was for the Lionsgate card that came out. And then a second card came out, and that one was Oracle of Chaldea. And that's this one right here. And we're going to read this one as well because, yeah, this was an exceptionally challenging. I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm not the only one. So I'm feeling that this is going to benefit those who care to listen to it and are struggling, going through an extremely challenging period of time. So this will definitely help you out. So let's get into it. Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There is no need to be impatient to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. It's just like when your mind is just not ready, it's like telling you, I need to rest, and you're just overstimulating it and it's too much. Or if your mind is wanting to move forward quickly, but your body's like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I need to rest. It's giving yourself a chance to catch up. And I've been definitely feeling that as well, especially tonight. There are times when being present in the body and feeling our truth is challenging. We may be unsure how to hold our space for our emotional and psychological states. Humans are complex creatures, and the authentic healing journey requires us to have patience with ourselves. We need to know when it is safe to delve into a matter with full faith that even if things feel out of control, we are connected to a powerful, supportive spiritual network and our own wisdom. And that's enough to handle whatever arises, even if we are trembling somewhat during the process. We can imagine that our wounded self lives in a room in a mansion of our soul. When the room hasn't been entered in a long time, it may have become a scary place in our minds, a place to avoid. That is part of how humans protect themselves. Living in such a split and defendable state is not tenable forever, but for a time it can serve a useful purpose, allowing us to build a strength and awareness we need to address the situation. We do what we can to grow and prepare to enter that room, to open in and rescue the beautiful aspects of our soul that have been waiting for such a long time to come. To prepare for such a heroic healing moment, we can connect with our spiritual realm of light as a source of love and strength. During such downtime with the divine, we can learn about ourselves beyond our wounded parts. While we know we have some healing to do, we also understand that alongside our vulnerabilities, there is courage, wisdom, and confidence. By acknowledging our wounds and also affirming our strengths, we ready ourselves to take our next steps. The Chaldean is the devotee of the light of spirit. When the Oracle Chaldean comes to you, it is an encouragement to rely on the light. Embrace practices that help you feel connected to the light. Grow your trust in the spirit within you. This is not about ignoring what you need healing. It is about knowing at a deep level you are loved and spiritually guided, divinely held, worthy, and capable of healing. And that's one of the things, like when you are going through the healing, you have to realize that you are worthy of that healing. A lot of times people don't grant themselves healing because they don't think that they're worthy of it. And you do deserve to be healed and to live in that freedom and peace in your mind and body and spirit, and in your soul and in every which way in your heart. You have that right to have that, and you are worthy of that. As you trust in the spiritual light within you, and you connect, your connection to the spiritual world increases, so too will your readiness to acknowledge and engage with that which needs healing. You'll feel safe and supported and ready to move on. And each time you go through these healings, each time you go through this process, you realize that it becomes easier. You actually allow yourself, like tonight, how I was feeling, I allowed myself to express my emotions. I allowed myself to feel, to purge, to release. And it went smoother. It went easier. With each time, it becomes a process you get very familiar with. And you realize that when you come out the other end, that it is so beautiful. And it's worth going through those steps to purge those things and release those things. Because the reality is that the issues that are lingering in you aren't serving you. So you need to heal them, release them, whatever it is that you need to do, you need to make sure that you're taking those steps to do that. Okay, let's see where we at here. You may feel your relationship with spirit is already strong enough to support such process. That's the truth, really. Each time you go through it, you become stronger. And that's where you have to get your confidence and your reassurance from. Know that if you're at the beginning of this and just starting the healing process, it's going to seem very overwhelming and it's going to seem daunting. And you're going to think, I don't even know if I have it in me to do this. I would rather just keep busy and keep with life and just avoid it. I'm telling you, each time it gets easier, each time. And I actually look forward to it because it feels good to release it. It actually feels really good to release. In this case, the oracle is an encouragement to embrace your readiness and allow the grace of your spiritual journey to expand into all areas of your life. This oracle is a spiritual growth spurt, a forward leap on your path of healing and awakening. It is a reminder that no matter how large a challenge may loom, you can continue to grow in your spiritual connection. So it is always more powerful than anything else. And the healing process is: find a comfortable position to relax in. If you would like to light a candle in this process, do so with care, safety, and consideration. You could also have a crystal or anything else that reminds you of the light, placed where you can gaze upon it. Connect consciously to your breathing. Notice the flow of the breath in and out. Allow your breath to lengthen and deepen naturally. Let yourself become fully present in this moment. You can then imagine, feel, visualize, or intend you are drifting into a beautiful realm of light. You may like to close your eyes or gaze at a beautiful crystal or flickering candle to help you relax and sense the light of the inner level, on an inner level. Allow your awareness to dwell in the soft and inviting inner realm of light. Let it be pleasurable, soothing experience. Let the light take on various colors if that suits you. What color feels best for you? You can imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that your soul can absorb those colors with delight and pleasure, as though an inner hunger or thirst is being fulfilled, resulting in further peace and relaxation. So in this process of light bathing, color therapy, for as long as it feels good to you, when you are ready, ground yourself with some gentle physical movement, hydrate your body. You have completed your healing process. That was lovely. And then I actually pulled from the Priestess Oracle, which is one of the newer ones that I got. And you can see it better now because I got better lighting for this, but this is the newer one. And the card that we got was, oh wait, I put the wrong one in here. Okay. The card that we got is Two Golden Serpents. Life, force energy, magnetic energy, divine union. There you go. Beautiful card, right? Beautiful. You see that right there? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and read this one and see what it has to say. All right, here we go. Dear one, the two golden serpents are bringing you into a sacred dance of life force energy, awakening the deep well of vitality within you. These golden serpents rise within your being, inviting you to feel the surge of aliveness and activation of new power coursing through every cell. This is a time of expansion and new momentum in your life, your projects, your relationships, to everything and everyone. Your energy is rising, your magnetism is growing, and the sacred fire of creation is igniting within you. Wow, how powerful, right? As the two golden serpents spiral upwards, it activates the perfect balance of divine masculine and feminine energies within you. This is a sacred union of your inner forces and divine harmony that unlock your true empowered surrender and inspired action. You are being called to step into oneness where the masculine and feminine flow together in absolute union, the one holding the fullest expression of the other, creating a magnetic field that draws towards you everything aligned with your higher self. The serpent brings the gift of magnetism, possibility, and creation. When your energy is balanced and flowing in harmony, you become a vessel of pure attraction and instantaneous manifestation. Your life force expands and you draw to you the people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your soul's purpose. You unlock the miracle frequency. Trust in the energy now, for you are in the state of higher consciousness, and your embodied presence alone will open doors and create great shifts in the world. This is the moment to embrace your power, to feel the wholeness within, and to move forward in alignment with your greatest truth. Connect with your life force energy in the way that calls you most. Let the golden light within ignite the radiance of your being. Your embodied harmony is creating life beyond your wildest dreams. And here is the ritual that they have. In meditation, feel the two golden serpents spiraling upwards from the base of your spine, rising to meet in your heart. Feel the magnetic energy building in your field as the masculine and feminine forces come into perfect balance within you. Come and allow this golden energy to fill your entire being with aliveness, power, confidence, radiance, radiating outward and drawing towards you as is in alignment with your soul. Trust in your magnetism. Your energy is naturally activating the highest timeline you are ready to live. Exciting. There you go. And here is the prayer to repeat out loud for the activation. Golden life force energy within, sacred flow of life. Thank you for awakening my divine union and magnetic power. I embrace my inner harmony, fiery, fiery aliveness, and radiant energy, drawing all that aligns with my highest self effortlessly. I am a magnet, infinite force, a magnetic infinite force of divinity. And so it is. Wow, that was really powerful. I love that. I needed to hear these words because man, tonight was rough. Tonight was rough. I'm not gonna kid you all. Tell me how you guys are doing below if you care to. All right, so we're going to pull an angel card and see what the angels have to say because they always have something good to tell us, right? There's always some good wisdom from the angels. So let me go ahead and split the deck. All right. I split this deck with intention. This enormous, enormous deck. All right, here we go. Angels, angels, angels. We need a number. All right, Spirit, we're setting the intention down on this deck that we get an angel number from the angels and give us some good sound advice because some of us are having it rough. All right, here we go. 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 All right, angels, what do you got for us? What number is going to help this collective navigate this challenging energy that we've been having? Some of us are feeling some deep emotions, some conflict. Some people are struggling in relationships, maybe in their jobs. They're just feeling heavy right now for a lot of them. So we need something that will really help the collective navigate these feelings that they're going through. Angels, angels. Oh, there we go. I went flying across the room. All right, we got originate. Your thoughts create your reality. Oh, if that's not appropriate, I don't know what is. Your thoughts create your reality. 700. Let's go ahead and read that. All right. Your thoughts create your reality. There is bravery in wanting something in life. It can lead to disappointment, but your angels want you to take that chance. What is it that you want? They are sending energy to you so that you manifest your desires in your life. Your work today is to want something. Write a closely held desire on a piece of paper and put that paper somewhere safe, like beside your bedside drawer, like in your bedside drawer. Really, your thoughts create your reality. Isn't that the truth? That is so true. Absolutely believe that. And that's what's hard when you're in this kind of state of mind where you're going through a challenging period, to get yourself out of that challenging mindset and getting back into thinking the right way, putting your mind into that right space. And this is why we do these readings, right? It helps us kind of navigate those things. So we're going to get an angel wisdom card before we close out this lovely reading that we had. And I'm so glad that you joined me today and that you stuck it out until this very end. If you stayed until the end and want to drop an emoji, let me know, because it's always nice to see who and how many people stay until the very end, because sometimes the best morsels are at the end, right? All right. So we're going to go ahead and set the intentions. Angels, I need you one more time. We really need you for some wisdom. Really need some wisdom here. All right. Spirit, we're laying down the intentions on this deck that we get an angel wisdom or whatever wisdom the angels want to share with us. And I'm open and ready to receive for this reading. All right. With gratitude. All right. Let's see what we got. Angels, what do you got for us for wisdom? What do we need to hear? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. We got intuition. I trust my feelings and insight. Boy, is that a hard thing to do when you're being challenged, right? In the space of the mind, to trust your intuition. That can be a difficult one, but we're going to go ahead and read this because this is important. Your angels are sending you a sign to help validate your intuitive hunches. The next time intuition alerts you to something, listen closely. Remember that it's your angels guiding you to something great or leading you away from something. So whatever you're struggling with, trust your intuition. Whatever it's telling you right now, trust it, because you're receiving the answers of how to navigate through this difficult time. Definitely want to trust it. All right, everybody. You are such a beautiful person. I know you're going through a challenging time. It's difficult. It's taxing on your mind and your spirit in every which way. And if you're watching this when this is posted, it is the weekend. Make sure you cut some time for yourself. I would definitely press on getting into nature. I know I'm going to prioritize that tomorrow morning and try to get into nature before my day turns into a massive hustle of running around. But definitely get into nature, get in tuned with the trees, the grass, take your shoes off, go barefoot, feel the energy from the earth come through you. And I wish you all the best. You're a beautiful person. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. You will overcome this. Just do some meditation tonight before you go to bed, unwind the right way, have some nice herbal tea. I know I just got my new tea and I'm super excited to try it. And I guess, yeah, the Blue Lotus tea, I think it's called. And I'm looking forward to that. So blessings, everyone. Good luck.